It's Derby weekend, and I would be remiss if I didn't talk to you about this. Now, keep in mind, we have an episode coming up with the producers of this particular bottle, but I thought it would be a good time to talk about it, specifically considering what this one is. And so we're going to talk about Larrikin Bourbon Company's Rosewater Bourbon. And their Rosewater Bourbon is their bourbon, but then they use rose water specifically to proof down. And if you don't know what rose water is, you can go Google that. It's used in a lot of the makeup industry, but as well as in spirits, and in other countries they use it heavily in food and beverage. But this is a 5 to 6 year old whiskey. Proof on it's around 86. The price of it is $70. So for 5 to 6 plus a unique flavor profile to it, $70 seems pretty approachable, especially for a smaller brand. But we do our tastings 3 times on 3 different days with 3 different sets of glassware to try to remove any environmental influence or bias that might be there. The first time through, the nose on it was not quite red fruit, but the flowers from a red fruit plant or tree. A little bit of strawberry cream, very, very light. The palate on it was soft and creamy, and it moves immediately into a floral tea flavor. And I don't know how much of that is like psychosomatic, where my brain tells me it's supposed to be there, and so I taste it. But it's not as sweet as you would imagine it is from the nose. It's very, very reserved in its sweetness. And then the finish picks up a little bit of a peppercorn and some tea bitterness, maybe some baking spice, and something sour. Not in a bad way, but something sour. The second time through, the nose gave me honeysuckle nectar and plum blossom. We had plum trees as a kid, and honeysuckle's always growing on the creek, so it's not like esoteric notes. It's like, these are parts of my childhood. The palate on it was really soft and really inviting, and then the finish, it goes sour, but maybe in a grapefruit / tea kind of way. Then the final time through, the nose on it, it smelled just like a good bourbon, and I had to really dig to get at the floral. That's how kind of reserved this particular edition is. The palate was really velvety. In the initial flavor, like the velvet was like, are you trying to recreate the feeling, the texture of a rose petal? It kind of felt that way. And it gave some floral tea notes, obviously, and then the finish was like a fruity coffee bitterness. Like if you get the right kind of coffee brewed the right way, and it's got bitterness to it, but it's got some fruit notes to it. Overall, really good whiskey, really interesting whiskey, probably something that you can sit down with some friends who aren't straight whiskey snobs, and they'll have a fun time drinking this.